Coach, what areas you've been trying to shore up the most in the last week on the floor?
Well, I think we've made some progress offensively. I hope our defense hasn't slipped with that, but just being a little more patient. I brought it up to our coaches. We haven't had a shot clock play all year, and we're shooting 40% and 28 as a team from three or whatever it is. We got to be a little more patient, a little more disciplined. I thought assists, you had 12 on 14 at halftime, 21 for the game on 29 field goals. Obviously, the turnovers, and a lot of them, they had steals because we didn't, they have 10 steals. That means we're very careless with the ball. Now, they gambled and did some things, and some of it was a bench, not, understanding how hard guys play. But I thought we made some progress, scored the most points, best field goal percentage, threes. If you look at the starters' threes, it's really good. So that's where we got to continue to make some progress. And, and if we're going to Saturday and moving forward, you got some pretty tough games coming, and then conference is about a month away. We got to keep improving. And I always go back to Coach Snyder. You watched them early, and they always got better. And I think Coach Kleiman did a great job this year of getting them better, even after adversity. Winning 3, losing 2, not looking very good, coming back and playing at a high level down the stretch. And that's a key and we're such a new team. Obviously, we were spoiled. I was spoiled, but we got to help coach teach. They got to make a commitment to it. And three key words for me are consistency, dependability, and efficiency. And if right now, Xavier and Mike and Cartier gave us all three of those tonight. Now we got to get a couple other guys to join. And Antonio's fine, to get 9 points and 3 rebounds. He's doing some good things. So, but we need some other people to help out with that if we're going to beat good quality teams as we move forward.
What was your assessment of your off-the-ball movement tonight?
I thought it was better. It's the one thing we did the last 2 days. We did, again, you come back from Florida, it's, with all the new rules, you can't use a travel day as a day off, so we had to give a day off, so you couldn't really practice, and you had 2 days of practice, but that's all we talked about, and that's what we got to be a little more patient, a little more disciplined, and let the offense come.
2 different questions. First, where's Montavious at with his injury right now? And then second, what's Marquette offer outside of Howard that could be a challenge?
Well, if you look at it with Howard first, obviously he had 50 again and 40 or something this weekend, and but Maryland found a way to shut him down. I didn't get to watch it. We were practicing. Start watching it tonight or tomorrow. But last year, the one guard, the 3-man hurt us. He had a huge game the other night, 17, and then they got the new player. He had 27. So, we got to do a great job on Howard. You got one of the best guards in the country coming here. It's a little bit of Trae Young when he came here. I believe we have good defenders. Mike McGurl, Xavier Sneed, Cartier when he has his mindset. So we have enough people to rotate. But with him, it's going to be the big guys being in the ball screens, being at the line. Max got to raise his level defensively, and Levi. And then with Montavious, probably a long shot for Saturday. He did get the brace off. He did do some running. I just don't know if they're going to allow us to push him and take that chance. And, when you're worried about the rest of the season, we can't have a major setback. But hope, whether it's Saturday or next Wednesday or the Saturday after, I think it's sooner than later.
How much did you miss Montavious in Florida for depth purposes?
Oh, there's no doubt. When I said efficiency, consistency, dependability, those are things that he's been, and it's not. And again, now he's not going to practice for a month or whatever it is, 3 weeks, a month. So I'm not. He's a freshman. It's going to be the level is picked up. It's going to be hard for him, but there's no doubt. It's the end of the game against Pittsburgh. Comes down to a possession or two. If you have him in there, you make a free throw, you make a play, whatever. But obviously it hurt us not to have him. Even tonight, you get Levi 2, Mac 2, then 3, then 3, then now you got Antonio and Xavier and Mike McCurl as your big guys. It makes it a little tough.
Could you guys shoot 54% from the field, 21 assists on 29 made shots? What'd you like best about your offense tonight?
It's I thought when that one possession in the first half was a clinic. I talked before we needed hockey assists. We haven't had those in a while. I thought we had a couple times overdid it. Xavier, one of the last plays, he was in there. We ran a little set. Cardi made the right read because they stayed in on Mac and he was wide open. You got to shoot it. I think a couple times some of the turnovers they were trying to be a little too patient, and I'd rather have that, I guess, than just jack it up there or just drive in and have nothing there. So, slowly but surely making progress. We got to make progress tomorrow in practice.
Bruce, just how important was it to have a game like tonight, where you guys win as kind of dominantly as you did, just for the team's mindset of getting off the two-game losing streak?
It was a good game to have for our guys because they were sick. I mean, they had their heart set on going to Florida and trying to win a tournament. Obviously, we had every chance against Pittsburgh. We don't know what would happen against Northwestern. We didn't do it. I thought I did a good job against Bradley, not overdoing the Pittsburgh loss. Obviously, I didn't get their attention. It was our worst defensive night of the year. And we hit them. They were embarrassed. It's so funny. I even showed them videos of announcers talking about how important that second game is, how you got to show character, toughness. But I guess I just didn't do enough to get them over the hump. But again, everyone has adversity during the year. And how do you deal with it? And that's part us as a staff, part leadership, and then part them. Just what is it about? Toughness. Do you have toughness? Do you have effort? Do you have a great attitude? And then what's your motive? What's your motive? Why are you here? What are you trying to help K-State have a successful season? And if you add those all up, you have a good team. And that's what we got to really focus on and continue to move forward.
26 points from Mike the last two games. Is he turning a corner for you?
Well, I hope so. And I don't want to get overboard and start writing feature articles on him or anything, but I'm happy for him. And the reason it's happened, one, he's gotten in the gym. Two, he's worked on shots that he can make and when he works out. And then three, we've gotten him open shots. And that's a good thing. Actually, I thought he played really well at the tournament. Played well again here the last game at home. He was up to 40 from three, so he had 4 out of 6. He's probably 44, 42. So he's doing some good things. Good. It's positive, and he's got to keep that pride in being a defensive stopper.
Could you guys do lose 20 turnovers tonight? How many of those were unforced errors, and how many of those were
that's
there?
what I said. 10 steals for them. Some that they pressed us and our subs. They had. The bench had, 8 there in that one stretch. That's too many from them. And Mac had some, I'm not sure what they were, passes. But we got to be tighter with the basketball. And, 21 assists, just maybe 10 turnovers, 12 turnovers at the most. But, again, I'm just looking for positive. We scored 76 points, 39 most at half. 50-some% shooting, definitely made strides.
We talked about Marcus Howard a little bit earlier, but what is Marquette? How are they different than they were last year?
Well, you lost the Hauser twins. That they were, and I think last year we were so worried about them that, Howard was able to, we should have stayed in on some things on Howard. We got to keep him off the free throw line. And, if you remember back last year, 20-some free throws, you guys probably know better than I do, but we got to keep him off, make him earn baskets. If he makes some tough threes off the dribble, hey, so be it. But then we got to make them guard us. And on the other end, and you hope for a high-level game. It's Saturday night, 8 o'clock. You got a good team, one of the best players in the country. Hopefully, great energy in the building. You know, and then we step up and play at a high level. That's our goal, and we'll see what happens if it all works out. And you got the new jerseys, and the throwbacks would look incredible, really cool. You know, I know everyone got excited about the script cats with football. You know, to me, this is even cooler. So hopefully people are excited. It'll be a great opportunity, and lavender shoes, I hope I get some of those.
You know, Cardi again tonight with 7 assists.
7 assists.
I mean, I know again he has had some turnover issues this year, but he's had 6 assists.
And the
or more.
turnovers are casual.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have them. He's got to be tighter with the basketball. I've talked to him after the tournament, and he said, Coach, they're all coming at me. I said, yes, you're on the number 1 on the scouting report now. You got to understand that. So just keep getting assists. Get 10, get 12. Lead the league in it. People will notice. The dude from Murray got in the NBA because he led the country in assists or whatever. The other day, the guy from Sacred Heart gets on SportsCenter because he gets 24 assists. It's okay. It's a good thing. And I know he wants to make shots, and everyone does. But do what they give you. Some days they're going to be scoring, but you know, be proud that you're doing this. Not only that, the steals, seven assists, 5 steals. A lot of good things from him.
Well, I mean, what I was going to ask, I guess, is just when's the last time that you recall coaching a guy on this kind of streak of just this many assists in so many consecutive games?
You know, and again, I don't know. You know, we had Darren Williams. He was pretty good. You know, through the years, I've had some guys that could really pass the basketball and consistently. But, and we, we do give him the ball. So he has it a lot. He's just got to make all the right decisions, and that's going to be key. And if we shoot 50-some%, he's going to get more and more assists. I wish the one rule change, always people, in FIBA, the one thing I loved, if you threw a pass to a guy who got fouled on a layup or something, if he made his free throw, you got an assist. And that's one thing I don't understand how we're so, you think about that. Some of the best passes are the guys that get fouled. And he probably has 2 or 3 of those every game that would, even give him more assists. So that's just my pet peeve after coaching FIBA basketball.